Good morning, everybody, and welcome to review of Tying a Knot with an Amagami Sister, episode 16. Now, here's the thing. You know, uh, before I do my review of this, I'd like to say one thing. No Game, No Life. I'm gonna miss that show. So much so that I had to rewatch No Game, No Life. Because is one of many shows that I wanted a season two. One of many shows that I want, again, shows I wanted season two. And High School of the Dead is one of them. God rest his soul. But still, I wanted High School of the Dead to have a season two. I want No Game, No Life. One of many shows I wanted a season two. God and Dead Man Wonderland. And I keep bringing up No Game, No Life is because season two, we ain't getting no season two. But it still does not hinder me as one of the greatest isekais out there. So, as a result of that, sometime this week, sometime whatever I have time, like time, I will talk about No Game, No Life. I will do a review on it because this show needs to be mentioned more. Now, all said, now just letting you know. Now, let's get to this tying a knot with the Amagami sister. You know, with a big old introduction, Yai's arc is something else. We understand Yai's backstory, very sad, very touching, I get it. Now we're going to this arc. The whole infinite loop, Groundhog's Day loop. Trust me, I'm pretty sure everyone has watched Groundhog's Day and understand this whole infinite loop. Now we got into this loophole, this whole loop, and with Asahi. And Asahi's arc is so like realization. It's the Asahi arc realization. What does she want? What's her goal? What's her purpose? Everything about Asahi being the youngest girl of the Amagami family. What does she want to do in life? That's the key to this. And then leave it to one girl, one friend, one enemy, one frenemy, one rival that stood out the most, Karen. And it brought me, and I thought about it, and I just realized Yai's friend was the key to Yai's arc. So Karen, Asahi's rival, is the key to this arc. And my God, it's true. So without further ado, let's get right talk to this review for a bit. Okay. Now, now remember the ending that ended in a Yuri vibe? Like a whole Yuri vibe? Okay. We got to see how I like how anime gets to this part. You know, I really like how it got to the point as to what led to this moment in the beginning. So in this episode 16 review, let me just say this. Way to start off a Yuriness. Like with Karen even like taking off her clothes and just say, get on your sports clothes, we're gonna race. And that's how Uryu got in with his nosebleed. So that makes sense. That makes sense to see why he see Karen on top of Asahi. Okay, so this was a race. Just these two. No cameras, no one's cheering. This is just a race. Now, they put something on the line, especially Karen. Karen's like, if I beat you, you don't run anymore. You don't run anymore. So they started running. And as they started running, you know, Karen opened up her feelings to Asahi, saying stuff like, feeling and realize you're important in this race because without you, I don't have an accomplishment. I don't have anything. Without you, that's that. So as they were running, as they finally finished, Karen is won. Karen finally beat her rival. Now, it wasn't like for first or second place. I mean, yeah, Karen finally beat Asahi in a marathon, but it wasn't like for the gold or silver. This is just something like, I want to beat you. I could beat you. This is proof right here. I could beat you. Now, Asahi being Asahi personality, she's like, no. And then that moment, let me just go back a bit. Karen admired Asahi. Karen see Asahi as her rival. Her goal in life was to beat her. She beat her. But Karen see Asahi not only as a rival, but an inspiration. You see, Asahi is one of those runners who inspire other people to run. And without her, Karen will lose confidence. Karen realized, I've been training, I've been doing my daily routine, I've been doing all this, but you're not racing. Makes me feel like I've done all this for nothing. That's what Karen is going through. So that's why this whole race was. And then when Karen finally beat her and Asahi being Asahi once again doing this, she got on top of her. And now, and then she realized, you're the reason I race. You're the reason I run a lot. I want to use my running skills to inspire many people out there. I want to run. I want to run to inspire many others. That's the goal. That's the dream. That's the dream she's been realizing all that. And because of that balance scale, she finally broke the loop. So July 7th came, and yes, Asahi won. Okay, good. Good for her. It's good for her. Leave it to Karen to find the confidence in Karen. Leave it for Karen to find the confidence in Asahi to win. And then the next day come, we have the second event of the festival, and I do love their outfits. I'm not kidding. I fucking love their outfits. I love their little, not only their priestess outfits, but they get hairstyles. I love their hairstyles. You know, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like a, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get like a merchandise of the Amagami sisters. I already know they already make one in Japan, which I wish I would go to Japan, but I need Yai. I'm Team Yai, by the way, just so we're clear. I'm Team Yai, but this is all about Asahi. Now, here's the biggest takeaway from this moment. Here's the biggest moment in this. Not only Uryu and Asahi broke the loop of this no more Groundhog's Day, no more infinite loophole in this. This is the moment that I woke up thinking about I had a train of thought. I slept on this episode. I had to visualize what I'm gonna say. Stay with me. So, it's the night festival. So they had a festival. Everybody dressed in his Yomiko outfits, Yukita outfits, yada, yada, yada. Okay. When it comes to rom-coms, when a couple see a fireworks, they confess their feelings and they kiss. That's how it is in rom-coms. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Okay? So, here's the problem. When Uryu and Asahi got on the little bridge, and not a bridge, like outside of a park area where they see the benches or whatnot, and they see the fireworks, Asahi kiss Uryu. And I don't mean on the lip. I don't mean on the cheeks. I mean on the lips. Because if you go back episodes later, like before this happened, Yai was the only girl close enough to Uryu, because Yai kissed Uryu on the cheek. Asahi kissed Uryu on the lips, and not only added fuel to the fire, she told Uryu, I love you. Just like that. Now, here's where the problem lies. There's two paths that you have to take from that scene. You can go with this option. Team Asahi wins. Team Asahi wins. She won. She got the closest to Uryu than anything, because she kissed him on the lips. And now everybody's praying, yay, Team Asahi. Now, even though I'm Team Yai, by the way, once again, I'm Team Yai. Everyone's like, yeah, she did it. Oh my God, the kiss. She kissed him. She confessed, all that kind of thing. Yeah. That's option A. Option B is this. You have to consider this. It's wrong. And I'm only saying it's wrong because the age gap. You have to remember something. Asahi is 14 years old. Uryu, if I'm not mistaken, like 17 or 18. So people think that's a huge gap deal. I mean, literally, the youngest of the Amagami girl kissing the oldest person out of the four. Like, Yai is 20 years old. If I'm not mistaken, Yai is 20 years old. And Asahi is 14. Yuna is 17. Uryu is 17 as well. So I get where the fans now are reacting to this because of the fact that she's 14 and he's 17. 3-year gap. I get that. If Asahi was maybe 15 or 16, well, that'll be different. That'll be different. So that's path. So I understand the reactions that everybody is saying. I get that. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that's right. But I get where I understand the frustrations that they're saying in terms of what the route was. Now, again, do I believe Asahi deserves to be with Uryu? No. No. I still think Yai and Uryu, because their age gap is not even that far. It's like right here, this margin. But but Asahi and Uryu is like this. So, also, I do like this episode because we got to see Yomiko praying and we got to see their mom. I believe her mom was the actual center, the whole center of this, because everyone is getting powers. Everyone, that's why I feel. I think the Amagami's mom, I think their mom was the source to all things powers. Because when Yumiko was praying, doing all these, saying like you do these tricks, I have a theory that Amagami, their mother, has been doing all these kind of special powers. Each girl has like a special power. I mean, and Uryu has powers. Think about it. Uryu could Uryu could see the future. Yai could somehow maybe go back in time. Asahi had this whole loop, this infinite loop. So basically, what's Yuna's ability? What's Yuna's power? What's Yuna's ability? And I hope we get to Yuna's arc. Pretty soon we are going to get to Yuna's arc because right now we got 2 girls that had an arc. Yuna's going to get one as well. So let's see where this goes. But overall though, this was a very good episode. I love it. Leave it to Karen to break down the loophole, the reason behind this loop that needs to balance the scale. And then Asahi made a move. Props for her. Props for her making the confession. Props for her. Just give her props. I understand it's weird because I get that. But you got to give her props for making that move. So I understand why people don't like that, even though I'm Team Yai all the way. So I look forward for next week's episode of it. And I hope we get to see more of Amagami Mother. Like, I hope we get to see the episode with the mom. I really do want to see the mom in real life. Like, an episode about her life or whatnot. There's going to be an arc about that, maybe. But, and with Yuna, let's see if they even add her arc to it. With more episodes to come, I hope we see it. So stay tuned for next week.